with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term. The Broncos will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Air Force's offense will be first on the attack. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical.
Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Quick handoff. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff to the fullback. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Boise State Broncos offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
He runs out of bounds at the 39. 2nd down coming up.
Dropping back, it's Madsen. On the run, fires downfield. Complete in the middle. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. He'll do it himself. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. The Falcons come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The give to the lone running back. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Johnson wants to throw it. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Falcons decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Using his legs, it's Sherrod. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Guys, let's take just a minute and talk about Boise State. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Fires to the tight end. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Bringing the heat. Makes a connection. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? The Broncos are in the red zone. Reads it, fires complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Harris. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. They'll send the back in motion. Nice move to pick up yardage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Falcons Stadium.
And the Falcons will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Off the play fake on first down. The points have been tough to come by, and they'll try to stretch this to a two-possession game on this drive. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Off the play fake. Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. To the air on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Sweet cut there. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. They stop it well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Nice to have the doink work in your favor every now and then, off the left upright and through. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. The play-action fake. Grabbed in the middle, it's Roberson. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Quarterback keeps it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Air Force!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 27 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. That's reeled in, it's Sherrod. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
The Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On the option. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man. It's Roberson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The give to the big fullback. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picked off to stop the threat. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
When you're down late in the game and you got to make plays, it's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Sherrod. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. At the 45, on his way. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Both of these offenses sputtered and stammered like a 73 AMC Pacer if they made one of those back then, and ultimately they come up short.
Sounds like a beautiful car that you just want to run better, and that's the problem with this offense right now. They've got the guys.